It is Tarik Skubal Day today.
Yes, it is. And what an exciting day, because you never know, something special could happen, because that's the feeling that he gives you every time he takes the mound.
2-2, fastball got him.
Take a look at this location here with this velo. You just don't really get to that pitch when you have that nasty changeup that you have to respect. But 96 miles per hour, and it just freezes Ortiz.
0-2 for Hoskins from Skubal. Oh boy, that changeup is absolutely disgusting to Rhys Hoskins.
Well, again, we know Tarik Skubal can have his foot on the gas pedal, but I love it when he drops this pitch right here. And it's that change piece, and it's a legitimate swing and miss pitch. His ability to add and subtract.
The 0-2 swing and a miss, changeup down. How about that start for Tarik Skubal? Strikes out the side, the last two swinging on 6 pitches.
Bryce Wilson out there for his 8th start of the year. 3-2 record with a 3.35 ERA. And he faces Winsel Perez to lead things off.
Line drive off the shortstop, Adames. It's a base hit for Winsel Perez to lead off the game.
Ground ball softly hit. Wilson off the mound, fields, throws, and they get Veerling. Perez up to second base.
The 0-2 again, up and in and hit Canna. One of the rare times when one of those elbow guards, actually the pitch hit the elbow guard.
The elbow guard did his
Not
job.
Above it or below it.
Canna goes down to first base.
Oh, and that's when managers just cringe. An 0-2 pitch. That brings up Riley Green.
That ball is drilled by Riley Green into right center field and down. Off the warning track. Perez coming. Canna gets the stop sign. It's an RBI double for Riley Green, and the Tigers, in fact, are on the board first.
He's been looking for that fastball middle in. He gets himself a changeup at the bottom of the strike zone, gets underneath and drives this ball to right center field.
And this guy, he's got like 3 varieties of fastballs, but velo-wise, it's 88 to 93. He's got a curveball, but really no changeup. So against the lefty, there's not a lot of things to get a lefty out. They'll be able to stay on the ball, and just like that, Riley just drops the head on it.
Forces the Brewers to bring the infield up. A check swing, ground ball to second. Terang goes to third, and back safely is Canna. The Brewers had an out at first base, and instead tried to backpick on Canna and got nobody. The bases are loaded for Detroit.
And now the Tigers, hopefully Malloy, can break this game open.
In the air, right field side. Churio is underneath. He loads up a throw. Canna's coming home, and he is in there kicking up chalk for a 2-0 lead.
Ground ball, first base, knocked down by Monasterio, slips, falls, picks it up, tags out the runner McKinstry, and the out is recorded. Well, that could have been a disaster, but Monasterio got a glove on it.
Willie Adames leads off against Skubal.
And Adames, nice single through the left side. His first hit of the road trip, clapping his hands up that first baseline. Gets the Brewers going in the second.
One out that brings up Blake Perkins.
Bunts it up the third baseline. Skubal off the mound to field it, and he'll just have to eat the baseball. You cannot bunt the ball more perfectly than Blake Perkins just did. And on a day like today against a guy in Tarik Skubal that is as stingy as they come, that can be your friend. So now a couple of hits for the Crew in this inning against Skubal. They've got first and second and one out, and Jackson Churio at the plate.
He went higher with a fastball, and he takes down Churio. 2 down.
Let's climb the ladder a little bit higher and see if he'll chase, and he gets the swing and miss.
Third base is the place that Urshela stands, and the inning's over.
Bryce Terang's batting 9th today.
The 2-2 in the middle of the plate with a slider, and Terang could not pull the trigger. How about that?
Terang was looking for that slider to run way away from him. But look at that one starting at the front hip there. Catches that inner third.
Yet another 5 strikeout game for Tarik Skubal. That's 13 straight starts with at least 5 strikeouts.
Swing and a miss. Changeup down and away. Tarik Skubal is dialed in. 10 batters in. He's got 6 strikeouts.
That changeup's good, isn't it?
Man.
84-mile-an-hour changeup that just drops right off the table.
The Tigers right away took the lead. Riley Green's double. He steps to the plate now.
As that ball's hit pretty well left center field. Perkins into the alleyway, and nobody's going to get there. Yelich couldn't either. Riley Green into second base. He's got a 1-out double, his second 2-base hit today.
Here's another cutter that just stays right over the middle of the plate, and Riley gets underneath this ball a little bit, but it carries.
Bryce Wilson at 51 pitches through 2 2/3. And Malloy to left. Back, Yelich, he's there, makes the catch short of the warning track and the inning ends.
Slider misses low and in, and very rare occurrence. Back-to-back walks from one of the premium strike throwers in the game.
This is a junction point for a guy who usually is very self-aware. Skubal, that's to first base, and it's Mark Canha to second to get the out there, and then McKinstry had to leap. So they do get the out at second base. Adames to third. Sanchez is out.
So that's out number 2. Here's Jackson Chourio with runners on the corners.
3-2. Left field side, falling quickly, but so is Riley Green. He dives faster than the baseball and saves the day for Skubal.
Oh, man, laid out again as only Riley Green can do. Stunned for a moment, pops up, he's okay, and he just saved a couple of runs. 1 up, 1 down, 5th inning, Tigers leading 2-0.
That fastball is ridiculous placement, strike 3.
The 0-2, swing and a miss. Slider 93. Wow. 8 strikeout ends the 5th, a 1-2-3 5th for Tarik Skubal, and the Tigers go to the bottom of the 5th. Wenzel Perez bunts down the third base line. Sanchez will pick it up, throw, and Wenzel Perez takes a page out of the Brewers book and drops down a beautiful bunt base hit.
Guess what? Mark Canha got hit again. What would you make his 1900 nickname? Like Bruises? Bruises Canha?
Just 1 out in the inning. Bryce trying to avoid loading the bases. And the pitch. And he missed low. So he does load the bases. Urshela, 0 for 2 today. This is a big at bat in this game right here.
Urshela rips this. Yep, line drive will do. 1 is home. Here comes the second run. Tigers double the lead.
He's not swinging down on this baseball. You see the upswing there? He got underneath that baseball and stayed inside of it and drives in 2 big runs.
And Malloy draws the walk. 2 walks in the inning. There's only been 2 base hits. One was a bunt base hit and the other the hit by Urshela. And Pat Murphy is making the walk out to the mound to go take the baseball from Bryce Wilson. Hobie Milner will inherit a bases loaded 1 out situation
To face Zach McKinstry.
It's 1-2. And McKinstry loops it into left field. A teardrop down onto the grass. And 2 more runs come home. That is exceptional from Zach McKinstry.
The hands stay back and he just stays underneath and just pokes that ball out to short left field.
A guy who makes his living hitting lefties, Andy Ibanez.
Hard hit up the middle, base hit. Andy Ibanez comes through, and the Tigers torment the Milwaukee bullpen for 1 more at least.
Yeah, that worked out really well for the Tigers, giving Ibanez an opportunity to go up against the lefty.
And now the 9th hitter to come to the plate here in this bottom of the 5th, Jake Rogers.
The Tigers have started a parade on this Sunday. Now Roger, fly ball right field. Chourio back at the wall, and it's gone. That's an 8-run inning and a Jake Rogers exclamation mark.
Oh, raking Jake Rogers with an opposite field bomb. Yeah, good rhythm, good timing. Kaboom!
Plenty of power. I mean, that was high. That was far. That was a bomb.
Tigers having some fun now. 10-0 lead in the 5th.
10-0 Detroit as we head to the 7th inning.
Tarik Skubal's going back to the mound here for the Tigers, working on a 3-hit shutout.
Skubal blows away Perkins. Strikeout number 10.
I feel like we say that every time he takes the ball, at least double digits. And here's that old number 1 at the top of the strike zone, and Perkins swings right through it.
Ground ball back past the mound. A diving stop by the second baseman Ibanez. Gets to his feet. Had a little bit of a double clutch. Jackson's got himself an infield single despite the best efforts of Andy Ibanez.
That ball hit in the air left field side. Riley Green dancing back to the warning track, and he makes the catch very casually. That was much more difficult than it looked.
Gets back, knows he's going to bang into the wall, and what does he do? Makes the grab. Boy, is he good.
Thanks, bud.
Skubal's like, I see you.
And now Bryce Turang, the last man up there, who can prevent Tarik Skubal from completing 7 scoreless innings.
Chopper, fair, and that'll be extra bases for Bryce Turang.
On his horse is Chourio. He's going to come on in to score. Then around second base is Turang. There will be no throw to third. He's got an RBI chopper. It was a triple A Baltimore chop all the way into the right field corner for Bryce. That's how the Brewers break up the shutout bid. It's a 10-1 game in the 7th.
And that is going to be it for Tarik Skubal, who's not going to be happy about that run crossing. Here comes a big ovation for this left-hander.
Jake Bauers leads off this 8th inning for the Crew.
Bauers in the air, left center field. That's a long way to go to the warning track. Oh my goodness! Matt Vierling turned into Spider-Man.
He takes a peek at the wall, knows he's got to go up and make a play. And what does he do? He climbs the wall.
He's
You want me
slinging
on the
webs.
wall? You need me on the wall. Make a play, Matt Vierling. And he knows that the only way to go up and make this play is he's got 3 steps and he has to go up. Execute it perfectly to rob a home run from Bauer. You want to talk about athleticism and doing everything right on a play. That was textbook at its finest.
Mason Engler takes over on the mound in the 9th.
Monasterio into the gap in left center field. No one's catching that one. Going to go all the way to the wall. Sanchez will trot home. Monasterio will have an RBI double to make it 10-2.
And now here's Bryce Terang, who had the RBI triple back in the 7th.
Slug to center field. Vierling won't have to scale any walls this time. The Tigers win 10-2. Sterling performance from Tarik Skubal and fireworks from the bat and in the field today.